All right, why shouldn't you trust trees? Because they're shady. All right, let's get to it. We've got speed, distance, and time. Okay, now take a little bit of time to copy down this diagram. And then I've got three questions, one asking you to find what distance is, what speed is, what time is. Now, these three, they are all related. One affects the other. Okay, so the way that it works is there's this nice little diagram that's kind of in a triangle where D for distance is up on top, and then S and T for speed and time, they're on the bottom. Now, this is very, very helpful in kind of helping you to remember these three formulas. If you just remember that triangle, you can answer all these questions. Now, if I talk about distance, the way that we think about it is, let's say, for example, if I'm talking about distance, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover the top. So I'm going to cover the top here, and I'm going to see that I'm just left with speed and time, and they're kind of on the bottom, and they're kind of next to each other. So I can just see that distance is going to be speed multiplied by time. Okay, so we kind of imagine that there's a multiplication there. Okay, so that's distance. Now, if I'm talking about speed, what I would do if I wanted to find what the speed was, I would put my finger over the S, and then I can see that there's distance up on top and time on the bottom. So that's how you do it. You go distance on top of time, and we know that division and fraction is the same thing. Okay, now for the last one is if we had, for example, let's do red. The way that I would find time, I would do the same thing. I would color in the time or put my finger over the T, and I can see that distance is up on top and speed is on the bottom. That's why distance is now on top. Speed is on the bottom. Okay. So that's how you would calculate these things. Now, for the first question, let's say if I travel 5 kilometers per hour for 4 hours, how would I find the distance? Now, this one here is nice for us. I know that distance equals to speed multiplied by time. Now, my distance, I don't know, but I know it's going to be, the speed is 5 kilometers, and I know the time is 4 hours. So I can see here that I would be traveling 20 kilometers because 5 times 4 is 20. And boom, there's my distance. Okay, now for speed, what if I want to find the speed? If I travel 21 kilometers in 3 hours or over 3 hours, now how do I find speed? I know speed is distance over time. Okay, so my speed is my distance. How much have I traveled? It's 21 kilometers. And then what is my time? My time is 3 hours. And if you put that in the calculator, it just becomes 7. Now, because it's speed, it's going to be kilometers per hour. Okay. And I'll circle the answers as we go. All right, last one here, find the time. 450 kilometers traveling at 100 kilometers per hour. So I know here that time is going to be distance over speed. Okay. So this is going back to here, distance over speed. That's time. Okay, so I know that my time is going to be my distance. So I can see here my distance is 450 kilometers. And I can see that my time, or sorry, my speed is 100 kilometers. And if you put that in the calculator, you get 4.5. And so if it's time, we're talking about hours. This is going to be 4.5 hours. Yeah, there you go. I hope that helps, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later. Bye.